Hello everybody, welcome back to my learning session, Knowledge Share, Learn with me. Today we are going to continue on the same topic, Cloud Platform Integration. In that we are going to see a important topic called User Defined Function. We call it as UDF. UDF generally we use it to transform a incoming payload data to a target structure, right? Previously we saw a message mapping where the incoming payload has one structure of data and that data will be mapped to a target structure by using some standard functions. Just see this example. In this we have ticketing information which has a different structure, and the same ticketing information in the target system has a different structure, and we are mapping that value one to one, right? Apple to apple, orange to orange, like that. So there are some places we will be using a direct transformation, like the ID goes to for example, and the ID goes to the ticket number directly, no change in the data. The article means the description of the problem, it goes to problem description directly, right? These are all just direct transformation. But some cases we need to manipulate the incoming data to a target based on some values, right? That message transformation can happen by a standard functions or some custom defined functions. So that is what we are going to see here, custom defined functions like this. There are some standard functions which will be used for arithmetic functions and boolean functions, constants directly, conversions, date functions, etc. The same way you can define your own custom defined function, which we can use it inside the message mapping, right? Take for this example, I have a ticketing structure, the same ticketing structure in a target system, wherein the target system has an additional field called SLA. That SLA will be calculated based on the type what it is going to come in, right? So as such, there is no standard functions we have. This is a custom defined functions, so that based on the type I am going to define some SLA. So for that I will be creating a standard function using a Groovy script. Then how to use that, how to create that standard function using a Groovy script, and how to use that inside the message mapping, that's what we are going to see it. Okay, so like this. So type comes here, and the Groovy script will analyze the type input and it will define a SLA value. That SLA value go to the target structure, right? So this comes under a custom defined functions, which we will be using this icon called create custom defined function. Okay, so what is custom defined function? Now you know custom defined function is a user, we call it as a user defined function, UDF, in a Groovy script. You define to perform a specific task within the Groovy script. These functions can be used to manipulate your data, or you want to do some calculations, or you want to do some implement some logic. Based on the value you transform your data. Okay, generally it will be the UDFs are used mostly in the message mapping inside the integration flow. So now we will see inside the iFlow how to create this UDF and how to use that in a message mapping inside the iFlow, that we will be seeing it. Okay, so overall usage of this is to do the complex transformations. We use our own UDF. Once you define the UDF, you can use it, put it in a common place, and you can use that same function for multiple iFlow also. And as you know, it is a custom defined logics, right? Now we will see how to create this custom defined function and how to use that inside the message mapping. Alright, now I am inside the BTP. I will create an iFlow and I will create a message mapping, and inside the message mapping I will create an UDF and show you how I am going to create and use it. Okay, now let me go and create an iFlow. I will edit it. So I will create an iFlow. I will say demo UDF 3. Just I am giving the name as demo UDF 3. I will add it. I am opening that. I will edit it. Now the iFlow is very simple. So let me start directly with the one message mapping. But what I am going to do is, I have a input structure like that, and I have output structure like this. Okay, so the ID goes to ticket number, the article goes to problem description, the priority go to priority directly, and type goes to type directly. But additionally the SLA will be calculated based on the type value. That's what I am going to do it. So for that I need a message mapping, and inside the message mapping, to calculate the SLA I am going to write a user defined function in a Groovy script. That's what we are going to do it now. Okay, as you see, for message mapping we need the schema, the input and output schema, right? These two, this and this schema I should tell the iFlow to do the message mapping. For that I have to import the schema first. So for that what I will go is, I will go to references. Inside the reference I will add the schema XST file. So from the system I will already created it. Input I will add it. Same way I will add the output also. Output XST. Okay, now both are added. I will save it. Now we will create a message mapping here. So for that you go click here, click it, message mapping. So the message mapping is created. So inside the message mapping you have to create it. Here go, I will say UDF. Just I am giving the message mapping name as UDF. Create it. So now the schema will work here. I have to add the input source, which I already created input schema, so that I will select it. Same way target, I already created output schema, I added the output. Now you have to map it. Okay, so as you say, the route to route it will come, ticket to ticket incidents will come, ID will go to ticket number, and article will go to problem description, priority go to priority, priority go to priority, priority to priority. Then type goes to type. Apart from that, type I have to first type goes to SLA also, right? The type will go to type also and type go to SLA also, but now this function I am going to modify it, so that I will click it here, then it will come here. Okay, now directly coming here to SLA. Now I am going to create a function here to manipulate the type. For that what I will do is I will go here, create a function. See, now nothing is there. I will create a function, create, I will say UDF 5. Just I am giving the name as UDF 5. This you can give it as per your thing. You can create also get SLA, like that also you can give it, but right now I give, or we will give get name, get my SLA, right? I am giving like this, get my SLA. Okay, so automatically a Groovy script will come. I am not going to use this. I will already created one using Groovy script, which I will type it here. So I will remove all the things. I will remove all the things. See, you need not worry about that, which you can I will see in a separate Groovy exercise. I will explain all the things. I will remove this also. I will remove it. This also I am going to remove it, but because it gives me a template, but I already have created a Groovy script, which I will use it here, which is similar. See, import com.sap.it.api.mapping, which is already there. Instead of this defined this one, I am going to use my own thing. Okay, I will copy it here. Now you got an idea, right? So I am going to define a function called get. I will say get SLA or get my SLA. Get my SLA. So I am defining a string called days, which will be returned, and the argument comes on here as the type, right? Which argument inside will be coming as type. Type will be treated as arg1. If arg1 equal to something like application, then my days will be 3 days, like the if statement. So you can understand the Groovy script now. So finally it will return days. If nothing is matching, by default days will be 10 days. Okay, now I will say OK. So I think no problem in the script, so it came out. Here what I am going to do is I will pass it arg1. That's it. So your incoming type I will pass it to argument 1 of my function, right? If you see that function, you saw that, right? Function arg1. So type will come as an input, and based on the if condition, the output days will come to SLA. Now you can verify this by this place, display queue. You can verify here, display queue. I will import my XML here. I converted my XML data structure as a XML file, and I will open it. So it is just like a verification of your script. So when it comes for infra, then it is a 7 days. When it application, it comes to 3 days. When it is infra, 7 days, like that. Based on your data, it will work. So now your script is working fine. I'll close it. So this is okay now. Now I will say OK. That's it. This is how you define the user defined function. I will repeat again. I will inside the message mapping. While you are creating a message mapping, the specific function for your data, that you can select it. In our case, it is the target system SLA will be based on the type. Okay, if you go here, so this is the get my SLA is my user defined function. Once you create it here, it will come here. So what it does is, you can edit it, edit the script. So in the script, the type will come as arg1. Based on that type, it will define the SLA and days will be returned back. Okay, that's it. Now OK. So now you understand how you can define your user defined function and you can use it in the message mapping. Mostly it will be inside the message mapping. There are some cases we can use the same user defined function in a other way also. That we will see it in the next class. But today we focus it on the how we are going to use the user defined function inside the message mapping. Okay, now you see that. Now I am going to test the whole iFlow now. Okay, for that I will save it. So I will simulate here. I am not going to deploy anything, just I will simulate from here itself. So simulate start and simulate end. So for simulation, I pass my XML file here. Okay, my XML file will be input structure, right? This I am going to pass it. Control C, Control V. Okay, so let us simulate. Simulation is successful. Now go output, see the output now, the body. So it will come, your SLA will be calculated based on your value. So I will open it in a XML. Now you can see that, right? So the type is infra is 7 days. That's what we write it in the Google script, right? Infra is 7 days. If it is infra, it is 7 days. When it is application, then it is 3 days. When it is application, it is 3 days, right? So otherwise we don't have another thing. 7 days, 15 days, yeah. This is hardware. The hardware we did not do anything here in this script. Acha, hardware is also there. Which one is not there? Intro is also there. Application is also there. Yeah, everything is there. If anything is not there, then by default the 10 days will come. right? That's it. So this is how the user defined function can be used or created inside the Groovy script, and we can use that inside the message mapping. Okay, hope you can understand the user defined function now. We can see in more deeper way complex functions like that. We will see in the next class, but hope this will give you an idea of how you can define your user defined function and how you can utilize inside the message mapping of a iFlow. Okay, thank you for watching, and please do comment and please do subscribe to my channel if you like it. Thank you so much.